everybody, and welcome to Planning with Donna. Today I have a viewer requested video making dangles. So I have a lot of different things here. These are some dangles that I had previously made. They're super easy to make, but they add a massive punch to any junk journal. These are beads that I had gotten from the store, but these blue beads here are actually, and this is an old earring, you can go through your jewelry box and get old jewelry, earrings, chain, anything like that. So today we're going to make a few different kinds, okay? Now this could get super long, but we're going to try to keep it simple. So one of the first things I thought would be super easy just to show you how to get started is we're going to do a real easy one. I have picked these up from Temu. So if you have missed that video, it is actually, I'm going to try to remember to link it. I have made a bunch of these little dots. So we're going to, as you can see, I'm going to show you how to make a couple of these. They're super easy to do. And these are nice, cute little dangles that you can hang from your junk journal. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So first thing you need to do is get out any of, if I can let go of this, I'm going to try to get a few pieces here that are sort of different. And let's see. Okay. So you need to get out some pieces of scrapbook paper. Just any old scraps you have, okay? It does not have to be anything spectacular. Just go with what you have. So I already have some of these pre-cut. What I did was just took a bunch of old scrapbook paper and I literally just punched it with a circle punch. If you do not have a circle punch, use some kind of a frame, something circular shaped, anything, a button, anything, and just cut out a circle. So let's take some of these scraps. Okay, I got sort of a big one there. And let's see what I have. And that. Sort of like a little bullseye. And how I did this one, I did it in a different way. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to embellish these. This one that has not got, and this one that don't have, they have the little holes. But I'll just show you how I put the hooks on. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our mat. And we're going to put this down so we don't get stuff everywhere. And the reason that I do 2 or 3 layers, basically, is to just sort of reinforce the strength of the paper. And we're just going to take, I'm going to do it sort of like I did that one. Make it look like a little bit more of a, not like a bullseye, but sort of off center. And you just layer these like so. And one of the reasons that I want to do it up here at the top, I'm going to share here, is I'm actually going to take this piece of, this was like old toilet paper roll, and I'm going to cover, I'm going to put this down because it's sort of thick right over top of that. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So never fear. I've got tons of pieces of scrapbook paper here. There we go. I'm trying to find one that looked like that. I want to put that there for a little extra reinforcement because I am going to put a little eyelet in there and it will give it some extra strength. That makes sense. And then we'll take this little tiny, which you'll probably end up not seeing much of it. And we're going to put that book page right there. Try to turn it around where it's facing the right way. There we go. Wipe away any glue. And we have one made that fast. So let's go ahead and make one that's a different color. We'll make one that's a little smaller. And I'm going to put this on the back, so if it flips, and you can do the same thing here. This is just white on the back, but if you wanted it to be, you know, something different on the back, you could do that. So we're just going to take the circle that I punched out. And the reason I didn't show you the circles is I think everybody knows how to punch out a circle with a circle punch or trace something and cut it with scissors. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take this gray because it's a little bit thicker, and then I'm going to take the black dot. So where this is a thick cardstock, I'm not going to get a piece of cardboard and put on here. I'm just going to let this be strong enough. And you can line these circles up any way you want. It doesn't really matter. Put that down. And as you can see on this one, I punched out, this is actually cereal box that I covered with scrapbook paper on both sides, punched a hole, and put in a bulb clip. That simple. Like, that's all that is. Okay, that's one of the easiest little dangles. This was a die cut that I cut out, and I layered it with circles. You put a bulb clip on it, and you're done. And like this one, I think this is so cute. I think, let's go ahead and put some punches on these, or some bulb clips, and then we'll punch these and put eyelets in there, and we'll be done. So on this one, I think I like this for some weird reason. I like that color. This one, let's do that green. It's not the right color green, but I don't care. Let's put this color green on that one. And on this one, let's put, let's put this pink. It's got a little bit of pink right there. So, and these were super cheap from Temu. I think they were like $2 or $3. And where this already has holes in it, all you're going to do, now if you wanted to add some extra something to this, you could simply just grab some beads that you have laying around. If you don't have any beads laying around, you can get strings of these beads at pretty much anywhere, Joann's, whatever. And you can just add a couple little beads on here. I hope that you guys are doing well. And we're just going to fasten that. There you go. And that gives you a couple of a little bit of extra bling on there. And I just think that makes it look so cute. So we've got that one made. Let's add this little pin on here. And this one was put together. I put this on the back just to cover up where I put an actual brad. I punched a hole and I put a brad through 2 pieces here, a little bit of lace, and then a piece of the cardstock. And I covered up that brad with paper on the back here. And we're just going to simply put that on there, fasten it, and you have a little dangle. So there's another one. Let's go ahead. This one is not punched. And we can get, I have a punch that's really got a really small little hole. If you didn't want to put, and I just take it and I just punch it about right there. That punches a little hole. I'm going to take this and just run that through here. These are the simplest little dangles I know how to show you. And they're basically just cardstock and a bulb clip, or a bulb pin, excuse me. All right, let's punch some holes in this one, but with this one, we're going to use our crocodile, and I'm going to put some eyelets in here. There we go, brads, or not brads, but I can't talk today. It's like, use your words, Donna. Use your words. Here we go. Just line that up. Mash that down. And there you go. Got your little Brad. Oh, Lord. An eyelet, okay? Now, you could do a lot of different things here. You could literally put like a jump ring or something like that on here if you wanted to. But I want to take this electric pink and put on here. And I think that I might take a couple of these because they're a little bit electric too. Now, if you wanted to ink these, you could do that, and that would be great. Like I said, this is something that you do that you enjoy, whatever you want it to look like. It doesn't have to look like what I want it to look like. It's all about what you like. And that's the thing that I love so much about junk journaling. It doesn't have to be anything that you don't want it to be. Okay, so what I did on this one is I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I did reinforce it with a little bit thicker one because I was going to put an eyelet in here. I took my bulb pen, and then I just added some little beads that I had to it. And you have a cute, simple little page dangle. You can hang this from the edge of lace on a book. You can hang it from the edge of a tag, anything. So on this one, we've got blue here. I think what I shall do on this one, let's punch a hole. And again, I'm using the bigger hole because these eyelets don't fit the smaller hole. I need to get some smaller eyelets. We're just going to line this up. I'm using black matte. Oops. I do that a lot. And I'm absolutely loving this purchase. Like, this is one of the best things I think I've ever bought. It just mashes down like that. There you go. And on this one, let's see here. I think I will use a black bulb pen just because. And let's see here. I think this will be fitting. I'm going to put this on like that. And I'm just going to put a couple of these little teeny weeny. Oh, goodness. And that one hit the floor. These are really hard for me to line up. Sorry. I know I've got it close to me so I can see what I'm doing. And I just put a little tiny one on here. And I picked up most of this stuff that wasn't jewelry on sale at like Hobby Lobby or Joann's. And you can get these beads for cheap. All right, I just put 2 because this is a smaller dangle or a smaller little, and those are clear. So there's our little blue and gray one, and with a black eyelet and a black bulb clip. So that's one type, okay? So now we're going to put, I think you've got the essence of what I was doing there. We are going to make a paper clip dangle. I have these large paper clips that I picked up. These came from AliExpress, and they are so simple to embellish. Now, I have, let me find them. Here they are. I have jump rings, and here is a lobster claw, and I know they're a little bit different color. That sometimes cannot be helped. You get what you get. Okay, get some jump rings out here. These jump rings I'm not super crazy about. I'm going to get out a couple beads. I got some pink. I've got some clear. Now, what I like to do is I have, and these, I've had these forever. These are just jewelry tools that grips and then that winds it. I've had these forever. So all you have to do on these, I've got a little piece of chain somewhere. This is chain from obviously, a old necklace. And I am just going to cut it. And if you don't have really good wire cutters, pick some up because you're going to need them if you're making dangles. There we go. Got it. And I'm just going to take a little piece of this chain, pick this up, and I'm going to put it on. Actually, I think what I'm going to do instead of using a jump ring is I think I'm just going to put this on here like so. And then I use, here they are. I like to use these. I just think it's easier, and it might just be because I don't know how to run all this stuff, but I just like to take like a really small, like little gold bead, put that on here, then take, these are so hard for me to see. So we've got that started. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, so we've got that started. I'm going to put this big one on here. And this little one. And let's do another one of these. I try to keep things sort of even because I just think it sort of looks better. Then I'm going to take another one of these gold and put that on here. And this can be fidgety. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to clip it. And you just twist it. Okay, it doesn't have to be anything spectacular. And then I get my gripper one and I mash it all straight. So you've got this straight. You can actually add something on to the end of that if you wanted to. And then what I like to do, probably one of the reasons I haven't done one of these videos is because it's really hard for me to get hold of stuff. There we go. And I'm just going to close that back up. There. So now we have that hanging off there. And on the rest of the chain, I think what I want to do is make one that's a little bit shorter. So all you have to do that is take your wire cutter and cut it off before you curl it. So let's do a couple more little charms on here. Let's see. I just want to pop on some of these really light colored ones. A clear one. That's cute. And this little one. Maybe one of these smoky looking ones. And then, I've had the best day, guys. I've got up. I mean, I could not believe I slept till like 10 o'clock. Like, I don't ever sleep till 10 o'clock. And so, that was nice. And I just got up and I came in here and I sort of got involved in organizing a little bit. So, that's super small, okay? All right, I don't really like that bead on there. It's yucky looking. Little tiny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some of this off so that we don't have all of that dangle room. I'm going to bend it, and I want to take this and bend it under. There we go. And the more of these that you do, the cuter they get. I'm just saying that these can be a challenge to actually work with, and I just do the best I can. I basically just make it the way I want it to look. And I'm going to get my smaller jump ring. Going to turn around here to the side that I can open it. And I'm going to run that in there. If I can get it in there. There we go. And I'm going to dangle this one off the other side of my chain. If I can get it in there. That's why I put these two pieces of chain on here. There we go. Got it that time. Now if I can get this closed up. There we go. Now we have two little chains hanging off our paper clip, and all I did was use an old piece of jewelry chain, ran that on here because you just put it right down on your paper clip, took two of these smaller jump rings and attached to here, made my little dangle with these little sticks, ran whatever I wanted on there, curled up the end and closed it off, and then attached it with my jump ring. Okay, so you have a cute little, and you could just keep adding on to this. Like if you want it to have more, I mean, you have all these links that you could add a really heavy duty dangle to. You can also take these same dangles that I just did and use these as a dangle for here. Just run your pin through the hole. That's all you got to do. Because like your pin that goes down in here, just attach it like that and you have a dangle. So there is your paper clip dangle. I think that is so stinking cute. I really like how that turned out. And I mean, you could even add like some of these more heavy duty stuff on here like that. And then I've got these great big ones that you could embellish both ends on it. I mean, this could be a real heavy duty. And like I've got like some smaller things here. You can just add and add and add to this stuff, folks. I mean, you really, really can. So now we've got our paper clip dangle. We have our little paper dangles over here. And I think we're going to take a binder clip. Now, I don't know that you all know that this happens. I didn't really pay any attention, but you can pinch these things together and they come loose. I'm just going to take a piece of, this is a binder clip, and I literally, it just took like an old part of an earring and ran that on there like that and made a little dangle. That's how simple you can make these. Now, if you wanted to make more, what we're going to do is I'm going to take this and we're going to hang it off of there. There we go. Well, I had it on there. There we go. This stuff's not the easiest stuff to take that. That's cute. Here we go. I like that. We're going to clip off that part. I'm going to run this. And these aren't the most expensive tools. I mean, I think I probably picked these up at Joann's when I decided I was going to, you know, try to make jewelry or whatever way back in the day. And I did. I made some jewelry. I wouldn't say it was great, but it wasn't bad. You know, it's a learning process until you get where you're going. I'm going to take my wire cutter and I'm going to clip that little piece off. And You can either attach, you could add like a bulb clip to the, or bulb clip, a jump ring to this if you wanted to. I'm actually not even going to do that. I'm just going to pull this apart like I did before. And I'm just going to add it. It's that simple. And this is perfect for the top of your book. And you've added some little dangles, that simple, to a binder clip. You don't have to really have anything. You could have old earrings and just attach them, and that'd be the end of that. Super simple. If that's all you had, you got a quick, easy dangle. So there's that. You can also stack buttons, okay? I have seen them stack buttons. Now, I'm just going to do it with this. We're going to see how it goes. I'm going to start with the small button, okay? And then I'm going to get, let's see, a little bit different color. And maybe this one. And then we're going to get maybe this green, a white one. Now, I'm not saying this is going to be pretty. I'm just saying I'm figuring it out. And that one, these are the same size. I'm trying to find one that's, there we go, that's smaller. Let's take this one back off. But I've seen them stack buttons, and they end up looking really cute. And they basically just hang off. There's a little tiny white one here, and it is so cute. If I can get my fingers on it, there we go. They just stack buttons up. They're usually a little bit more together, we'll say. And they literally, let me cut some of this off. Those are dangles, which I think is a genius idea. I saw a video earlier and I thought, let me just see if I can even think about how you're doing that, because I want it to look. And I mean, I know we all have buttons laying around. Let me straighten that up just a little bit. There we go. Sometimes it's sort of hard to do this. And you have you a little teeny weeny, I'm going to mash this closed, stack of buttons, which I think looks super, super cute. So there you have a little stack of buttons. And if you wanted, you could literally take a jump ring and run through here, open this up, run it through here, close it back up, and there you go. You have a little stack of buttons, a little dangle from a little stack of buttons. Is that not cute? And I know we all have a million buttons laying around. So that's, especially like maybe you were doing a theme for a sewing journal. That would be so cute to just hang off the edge of a piece of lace, hang off anything that you wanted to hang it off of. So there's just a little button dangle. We have a book binder, binder clip, little dangle. Then we made let me get this stuff out of the way, a paper clip dangle, and we made a bunch of paper dangles with bulb pins. Added some beads to some of them. Some of them we just put the bulb clip on there. I had already got them made. So those are super cute. So put those there. And again, you can make them out of different sizes, different shapes. That's just 2 pieces of scrapbook paper glued together with the bulb pin. You can add bling to it if you want. And I like the paper clip ones the most, and the ones that are just like the freestanding ones like this. So since we haven't made one just like this one, let's do that real quick so we can show you how all of these are done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let me take a silver, where's my silver? let's take one of these silver pins because I have a lot of silver. And let's get some stuff that's going to look really good with our silver. I got some silver stuff in there. Let's see what we got here. We got a lot. See, I got old jewelry. That's pretty. I'm just going to throw some stuff out here because I really just don't even know where to start. So we will just start with that there. And I've got, I think that'll get us started. So let's go ahead and let's start with our small. I like to start with super small beads first. And sometimes it's easier if you just stick your pen down in your beads. They're a lot easier to get hold of. Just like that. I like to start with a really, really tiny one. And sometimes I'll go up in size from the teeny, teeny, tiny ones to a little bit bigger one if I can get these to cooperate. Here we go. There we go. So I've got a teeny, tiny one and a little bit bigger one. And then let's take this like that, maybe a ball. Then we will graduate to that. And if you had some, I think I have maybe in here. No. I think I put them in here. I have these, here it is. These are so pretty to put on either side of a large ball. It sort of frames it, so to speak. I think I might have another one in here. I was hoping I had another one in here, but I don't think I do. That would be a no. But anyway, you can frame it like that. I am going to put another, yep, I've got one right here. I like to try to keep the balance on mine, if that makes sense. So like, I like to, if I'm going to start over, I want to go in the opposite direction. So no, that doesn't go. We need this. I go back up the other direction. So I don't have another one of those, but I'm going to leave that. And then I'll get one of these iridescent looking ones, or mirrored looking, so that it comes back up sort of the same way that it's going back down. And I think that I think this might be too big. Yeah, that's too big. These are way too big. Let me see if I have any silver that would look pretty in there. And that would be a no. Some of this is big, chunky jewelry that I had from, like, you know, the 80s, you know, back when Madonna was cool and all that jazz. So I'm going to do this size and another one of those. So you can see I tried to marry what I did here, except for this one part. And if you wanted, you could literally like start over. And I think I might try to do that and see how it looks. It might look horrible, might not, might look great. Who knows? We're going to find out, aren't we? So we'll take this ball and put on here. Oops, not that one. This one. We're going to make sort of a long one. That. And then, let me see if I can get hold of that and that. There we go. Cute. And we still have plenty of room to curl it. So now if you wanted to hang, let's say, a charm like this. Trying to see what I have. I've got a leaf here. I need to clean some of this out. I've got a little butterfly. And then I have some little tiny charms in here. I've got like a little ladybug there. I have this little tiny beetle. No, that's another ladybug. Sorry. Oh, here. Perfect. Another little baby butterfly. Let's hang that off of there, shall we? Now, we're going to curl it. Oh, these are hard to do. The silver ones seem to be a lot tougher. Okay, I think I got it. Let's smash it flat. And I've learned how to do this stuff literally just watching YouTube videos. Like, it's not anything magical. So now we have this long dangle. All right, so we made us a long dangle. You know, you could bend this a little bit if you wanted to. And I basically just used what I wanted, how I wanted it on here. I didn't do anything, you know, spectacular or fancy. And you could hang that from the end of your book. You could hang that from the top. If you wanted to bend this a little bit, you could. So guys, there is the beginning of some dangle ideas for you guys. I hope that all of this made sense. If there's ways that I could have made the video better, please share that with me. I would be happy to try to improve on doing things like this. Is a little bit different for me, so I'm not the greatest at it, I know. I just basically am showing you all what I would do. What I'm doing may not be right, you know. I don't know that much about making dangles, but this is what I did when I did my dangles. You can do the easiest stuff, even with the small paper clips. You can literally just run a dangle off the edge of a small paper clip. There you go. Just run it through a paper clip if you wanted to. It could be a great big paper clip. It'd be a little tiny paper clip. It doesn't really matter. You can just hang it on there like that, or just with a jump ring. It doesn't matter. However you want to do it is how you do it. Like these, I just have a jump ring, and then if I wanted to, I could just put a lobster claw on the end of that and attach it to whatever. These are some ones that I had made previously. Then we did this and this today. And then we did this with a piece of chain. Again, we did just attach that to a binder clip. We made a little row of buttons. Just attached a jump ring, strung this on one of the wire clips, jump ring and a lobster claw. You can attach that to the side of a page. Then we made a bunch of these paper ones. And you could do that. This is the same principle you could do on the side of a tag. If you have a tag and you just want to put an eyelet or a hole, if you don't have eyelets, on the side, and then you just basically run a bulb pen through it, and you can hang stuff off the side of your tags. So there you go. We did all kinds of dangles today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. I would really, really appreciate it. Leave me a comment down below. Introduce yourself. Get to know me, please. I would really, really, really like to communicate with you guys. And I will see you on my very next video. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.